The video starts with the officer inside a police vehicle as he is being recorded by civilians. The policeman had ran into someone's fence at a farm. The officer seemed to be unaware of his surroundings as civilians try to communicate with him. That's when we get our first view of the officer, and it's pretty evident how drunk the man of the force was. Police officers are not allowed to drink while on duty and in uniform according to the South African Police Services Act 68 of 1995. The officer struggled to even stand on his feet there as he showed his complete incompetence in the situation. The man tried to communicate with the civilian, but it was pretty evident how ridiculous the whole thing was. The civilian continues to try and show the officer what he had done, but it was evident this was going nowhere at all. The community seemed to be enraged there as they witnessed this incompetence from the men who are supposed to be fighting crime and bring order to the nation. The arguments continues as the officer tries to defend his position. The officer then decides to get back into his car as he wanted to leave the situation, but unbeknown to him, a civilian had already snatched the keys from the other side. We see civilians following him inside trying to stall the man before he could leave the area. Some of the people suggest to call the police on the officer, which is a whole crescendo on its own. One of the civilians reach inside the plastic bag inside the vehicle and find empty bottles of alcohol inside. The officer was later arrested and charged for being drunk in police uniform and neglecting his duties. An investigation into the matter also revealed that this particular officer was not authorized to drive state motor vehicles. Here we see a police officer who was supposed to be on duty fast asleep.
Sandy?
The man must have been in dreamland right there.
How are you?
No.
No, sit still, sit still.
No.
No, sit still.
No, man.
No, sit still. What's going on?
It's clear what was going on there as the officer was completely drunk.
Man. No.
Oh. Okay, now sit still. Are you fit for duty?
I'm fine.
There is no way that man was fit for duty. The alcohol had done its job already.
What's the problem?
No problem, man.
Okay, but you are not fit for duty.
I'm fine for duty.
The man had no clue what he was saying as he tried to control the situation, but he could hardly control his own feet there.
But I want you must rest for the night.
No, I'm fine, man. For a night.
He seemed to be confident in his abilities there while in this condition, but there was no way the other officers were about to let him get out of that room.
Stand one leg for captain.
The man even misheard the instructions there as he was marching instead of standing on one leg.
You say as you are fine, I want to see. Where's the firearm?
He also seemed to be missing his firearm, which he had no idea where it was. This is astonishing as he is part of the Department of Correctional Services, and to not know where your firearm is in that environment can be really dangerous.
Aibo. Sorry? Where's the firearm? Aibo.
Which position? Yeah, man.
Crescendo continues with the other officer trying his best to control the situation. He was later investigated by the Department of Correctional Services. This video starts with this officer totally confused, not knowing where he is coming from. It's pretty clear this man is intoxicated as he tries to explain his case. This is totally unacceptable as he is in full police uniform. Even the criminals in the country would find this as an absolute joke and a disgrace. The man then wears his glasses to take a better look at the environment as he struggles to put sentences together. The officer then says he's coming from work, which makes it even worse as this insists that he was drinking on the job. That just sums up the whole ordeal as he even has the guts to tell the civilian to take as much photos as he wants. This officer was being filmed on the road as he tried to cover his face after being caught red-handed. We can see him trying to cover his badge as this hilarious man can't handle the attention he is getting. We then see the results of his negligence as he seemed to have caused an accident involving a motorist.
He caused this accident, Ash. This guy.
The man who is supposed to be policing the traffic is the one causing the problems in the road. This is definitely unheard of. The man had caused damage on the scene as he gets escorted by civilians. We then see other officers arriving at the scene as the civilians explain the situation to them.
Hi, Chief, why? Why? Because he's your member. Come on, protect, Chief. Why stop it? Why stop it? Why stop it, Chief?
The drunk man is trying so hard to act normal, but the alcohol is running havoc there. The police then takes them into the van as they try to control the situation. We then hear an argument between the officers and civilians as there seemed to be something the civilians did not like about the handling of the situation by the officers. The officer seemed to be treated as if he did not do a thing, yet there is a lady lying on the road with the whole situation being caused by this officer. A criminal case of drunk driving and an internal case in terms of the disciplinary regulations were instituted against the officer.
You're drunk as the police, man.
It all starts with a police officer lying on the ground as he tries to look up in confusion. We then see the accident the drunk officer had caused while inside the police van. The man had completely destroyed the front of the civilian's car as he was drunk driving, which is totally unacceptable. The man has no idea where he is or what planet he is on as he tries to get back to his feet. It's astonishing how an officer could act in this manner, absolutely disgracing himself and affecting the image of the whole police force. The man who should be fighting crime is now fighting to even stand up as the alcohol take effect in his body. Just look at this clown as he parade in his circus there. The civilians were completely astonished by such actions. South Africa has a very high crime rate and needs officers to be at their best to deal with the culprits causing havoc, but this officer has his own battles going on right there. The civilians are rightfully mad there as they witness this epic failure. The man is just gone. He even has the guts to continue driving the vehicle in such state. The civilians were not about to watch this circus carry on as they try to remove him from the vehicle. There was no way this man was about to be allowed to drive off. He had already caused one accident, and there was no telling the havoc that would follow if he continued here. We then hear the other civilian telling the enraged crowd that the key was removed from the van, which was an excellent idea.